Hey there. So, I'm an aromantic asexual, and despite being both of these things, there are times where I go out and want to find support for one specific thing. More recently, it's been the aromantic part of me, especially because it is such a small, misunderstood, unrecognized community. So being able to go out and find support for that can be pretty empowering. So I decided to make my way over to Tumblr and Instagram, check out the hashtags related to being aromantic. And while there were aromantic posts here and there were also a lot of posts about being asexual in there. And not just posts about being asexual and aromantic, just plain old asexual. I wonder why this is. In today's society, more people have heard about the term asexual, and even if not everybody totally understands what it means, they're at least hearing about it, which is a huge step forward from where we used to be. When it comes to the term aromantic, less people have heard about it, and the ones that have normally don't fully understand the meaning behind it. While I am very grateful for all of the steps we've made to gain more recognition and appreciation and awareness, it can be frustrating to see people spread misinformation about these identities and treat them like interchangeable terms when they are very different things. So, what sets these two terms apart? Why do people keep mixing these terms up? Let's delve into that. It is a spectrum of identities ranging from demisexual to gray asexual and back up to asexual. What do all these terms mean? Demisexual. Demisexual is a term used for people who only experience sexual attraction after a close bond is made. They are not saving themselves, they are not waiting for the right time, they literally do not have these feelings until a close bond is made. Gray asexual. Gray asexual is a term used for people who very rarely experience sexual attraction. Okay, that was pretty quick. Now let's delve into aromanticism, which is a little bit longer. Aromantic is a term used for people who do not experience romantic attraction. Just like asexual, it is a spectrum of identities, but more than the asexual spectrum. This spectrum includes a lot of identities, not all of them are included. These are just the most common ones that I've come across. It includes demi-romantic, gray romantic, Akoi romantic, I believe is how you pronounce it, WTF romantic, and romance repulsed. What do all of these mean? Demi-romantic. Demi-romantic is a term used for people who only experience romantic attraction after a close bond has been formed. Just like demisexual, they are not saving themselves, they are not waiting for the right time, they literally do not have these feelings until a close bond is made. Gray romantic. Gray romantic is a term used for people who very rarely experience romantic attraction. Akoi romantic. Akoi romantic is a term used for people who experience romantic attraction, but once it's reciprocated, it fizzles out or it just becomes really uncomfortable. WTF romantic. Yes, this is an actual term that actual people use. It's a term used for people who do not fully know where they stand on the aromantic spectrum or have a significantly difficult time telling the difference between platonic attraction and romantic attraction. Romance repulse. Romance repulse is a term used for people who experience romantic attraction, but some or all gestures of romance are repulsive to them, hence the name. Okay, so now that we've got all that cleared up, let's talk about why people constantly intermingle these terms. One of the main reasons is the thought that sex and romance are always connected. If you have a sexual relationship, you're supposed to have a romantic relationship, and if you have a romantic relationship, well, by golly, there's going to be a sexual relationship coming along with it. According to society, it is all or nothing. This way of thinking is so flawed, and one of the main reasons why people think that asexual people and aromantic people experience the same thing. Because if you don't want sex, then you must not want romance. And if you don't want romance, well, who would want sex? And it is so untrue. There are many different types of attractions out there, and just because some of them happen at the same time doesn't mean they are necessarily the same thing. Just because a person doesn't experience all different types of attraction doesn't mean that they can't have healthy, loving, happy relationships throughout their entire life. Just because these people feel this way doesn't mean that they are bad or broken or confused. It is a unique, important, specific part of their identity that makes them who they are. You are valid. Nobody can change you. I hope that this has cleared up some of the thoughts around this, and as always, if you have any questions, you're welcome to send them to me. In the description box, you can see how to contact me. I will either message you back privately or possibly make a video out of it, depending on what the question is. Until next time.